Welcome back to Many Voices, and our theme today, Words and Wings, and what you're seeing right now is a golden eagle. Tell us, how did we get a golden eagle?
Well, this is Isis. I hit a car. Car hit her. She hit a car in Mojave, Utah. And she's about 3 months old, ran right into the side of it and severely damaged both wings. And you know, that all the birds that we use in our Words and Wings and with our Wild Wings programs are all permanently injured, Charlotte. They can't be released back to the wild.
Mm-hmm. So this is a good thing that they can actually be used for education now, because they need to be taken care of.
This is almost their last stop. And we do everything we can to put wild animals back into the wild, and sometimes it just doesn't work. So yes, we have released them if they decide they don't want to be stars anymore. But you know, we look at these animals as ambassadors to their species, and they get to help educate and break thousands of myths that are out there about these animals.
Yeah. And speaking of myths, I mean, what we emphasize is that listening is more than just these two little ears that we have sitting on our heads. All over Africa, especially the Maasai people, they talk about listening with what's called your third ear. And your third ear, Charlotte, is located right in the middle of your heart. If you spell the word heart, you will always find an ear in the middle of your heart.
I just got goosebumps. I
It's
like
a
that.
powerful concept.
So we must listen with the ear in our heart.
Our third ear.
Well, you not only hear it, you feel it.
Yeah.
And when you can feel it, you understand it, and it's just an incredible, powerful experience.
And it goes beyond what you see on a printed page. It goes beyond the mental process, the intellectual process. It gets us into a very instinctual, spiritual connection.
You're saying when you bring these animals to a place, then all of a sudden this animal energy becomes part of.
And we know then that it's all one. That's what our whole program is about, in the circle of love. We're all one. There's an affirmation that we leave with the children. I guess I created it, huh? In the circle of life, where all things are you and me and everybody. And the children love it.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
By the way, the story was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Just beautiful.
Thank you.
And that theme of unity is one that I try to bring up every week, because diversity is the natural order of the universe.
Exactly.
Underlying that diversity is unity.
Is unity.
Yeah.
And it's the paradox.
Right. And you have to understand how it can be both.
Yes.
Right. Well, speaking of Africa, I know that you take your educational mission far, far away.
Oh,
You
yes.
educate here, but you've actually been to Africa and are going to Africa to do more storytelling and
Definitely, and we take people to Africa as well. And you know, Charlotte, when I first went to Africa, I went kicking and screaming. I didn't want to go.
You, an animal lover,
I
a
did not want to
biologist?
go, and now it's like I have Africa fever. If I don't go back every year, there's something missing in my life and in my heart. It is the most powerful, most emotional, passionate people you've ever seen. They're wonderful. The animals are fabulous. I mean, waking up to a snorting hippo in the river is incredible.
Yes, I love that
It's
myself.
just, everyone should try it.
You're talking about those two.
You have to be a real
Animal lover. No. Dear girls, let's get this back on track. Actually, I think this would be a perfect time to show some of the footage that you brought from your last trip to Africa. And this is showing some young Maasai children.
Maasai children in a school. And the schools there obviously are very poor, and they need everybody's help. And they're just, the children are wonderful. So I think you'll enjoy it.
Yes, let's take a look at them right now. Here they are, Maasai children in Kenya.
Many of these youngsters walk 9 miles one way to attend classes in crude shacks and a stark cinder block building. And their energy, enthusiasm, and inventive natures were evident as they turned out both the girls' and boys' cultural dance groups to perform for our camera.
Il est sur les souliers,
Oh, wow. They have so much energy, don't
Oh,
they?
they're wonderful. Kids will be kids no matter where it's at.
Absolutely. Well, I know we have a little more footage that actually shows some of the animals in Africa, too. And maybe we could take a look at that. But before we do, when is the next trip? You're taking a group?
Well, we're taking a group October 1st to the 13th. And then I believe Almeta and I will be taking a group in February as well. So if people are interested, they can call us at Wild Wings and we can send them an itinerary.
So it's kind of a special kind of a safari.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Well, it's storytelling, spirituality, and conservation and environment. It's all rolled into one.
You learn so much about a culture. It's incredible. It is incredible.
The animals help bring you together.
Oh, yeah, they definitely do.
Well, we have another piece of video that you brought back with you from an early morning drive out into a game reserve, and we'll share that with our viewers right now. It's beautiful.
Our first morning game drive in Samburu was inspiring as we caught the sun rising over the mountains. It also produced our first daytime encounter with lions. Engorged with the meat from a fresh kill, several adult females, along with a dozen of their young and adolescent cubs, sauntered up from the riverbed to cross directly in front of our van. The lions worked their way through the brush and fallen trees along the riverbank several times as we watched a fascinating battle nearby between a tawny eagle and a vulture fish eagle. Both big birds were intent on securing a meal from the carcass of a mongoose that may have been killed by one of the lions. Their struggle over the animal remains was interrupted several times by the passing lion pride. And not far away, a black vulture kept close watch over the proceedings from its perch high atop a dead tree, waiting, no doubt, to clean up whatever scraps might be left by the other birds.
Wow. Kim, what kind of birds did we see just there?
Oh, you saw a tawny eagle, a pied-billed vulture, a hooded vulture, I believe, and I forget what else was in there. I'm sorry.
There's a lot because
There was a lot of activity.
Well, now you not only arrange for tours, educational, environmental, message tours to Africa, but to other countries as well?
Yes,
Where else?
yes. We're going to Peru, the Inca Trail. You want to talk about that one?
Well, we're just now in the process of setting up a tour, which Almeta and myself will be leading to Peru. And we'll be concentrating, like you just mentioned, the Inca Trail, natural history, culture, spirituality. It's going to be incredible. The Galapagos
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
The Galapagos, there are lots of
Turtles.
turtles.
Oh, you get to snorkel with
turtle.
sea lions. It's incredible. So it's a wonderful place.
You have to be a real animal lover to hang out.
You do it on a boat, bring those seasick pills, but it's a wonderful trip. And then,
Rio Caliente.
yes.
Rio
yes.
Caliente, Mexico. Kim and her husband are coming, and that's a tour that I'm leading, and that will be this year. It's coming up very soon, September 16th through the 26th.
Well, we have to mention that Kim's husband is the wonderful man that stands silently, the bird man here, holding the vulture and
Yay,
the
Greg.
eagle, and there he is, Greg, a man of few words.
And they're newlyweds, and you
Give him a microphone.
Right.
they're newlyweds, and they asked me to marry them. And as I won't be ordained until June 1st, so we married them in Hilton, in the gazebo, around Christmas time, out in the snow, and the mayor said, pronounced them man and wife, because I can't do it until June.
So they're not legal until June, right?
Oh, dear.
Well, I think it would be a trip to go on a trip with you two.
Oh, we worked together so beautifully, Charlotte. I'm telling you,
It's fun.
from day one, when we met, our personalities are so much alike in the presentation of our material. However, behind the scenes, she is great with the details and writing those proposals and getting the support that we need. And then she sends me out there. She sent me out to a group. I mean, I'm like, you really want me to go out there? Are they going to lynch me? And then they just accepted us.
liked it.
I get out there and get the people.
That you do well. Well, there is a telephone number we can put up on the screen if they want to find out more about Words and Wings. They could call this number and find out about
Wild Wings.
and Wild Wings, and find out more about all of these educational programs, environmental messages, and tours to all over the world for all kinds of wonderful experiences.
Yes.
I think with Words and Wings, you do magical things.
Ooh.
I like that.
Like that.
Keep it. We can use it.
Yes, we can.
We have to take a short break, but we'll be back in just a few minutes. Stay with us.